Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amir Abdurrahman and I am here to present Mine Acts 1923. My presentation is consist of four portions: definitions, inspectors, committee, and mine management. In chapter 1, there are some important terms like act, regulation, rule, and bylaws. We all know about mine laws, their acts, their regulations, their rule and bylaws. So here comes the first definitions. Agent, when used in relation to mine, means any person appointed or acting as the representative of the owner in respect of the management of the mine of any part, therefore as such of superior to a manager under this act. And chief inspector means the chief inspector of mines appointed under this act. Child, these are some kind of small definitions which is used under the Mine Act 1923. Day, in laws, day means a period of 24 hours beginning at midnight. And inspector means inspector of mines appointed under this act and includes a district magistrate when exercising any power or performing any duty of an inspector which he is empowered by this act to exercise to perform. Mine, we all know the excavation process where and minerals are owner, which is owner of mine. And in mines there are some serious body injuries, means an injury which involves or in all probability involve the permanent loss of use or some kind of fracture. And this here I comes to chapter number 2, inspectors. So in this chapter I have got chief inspector, inspectors, function of inspectors, powers of inspector of mines, power of special officer to enter Mayer etc., facilities to be afforded inspectors, secrecy of information, secrecy of source of complement. So there is a big seat like chief inspector, and under it is there are some inspectors. The chief inspector is appointed by the magistrates of any district, and the chief inspector is also appoint inspectors. So what is the function of an inspector? Inspector may authorize in writing any inspector or a class of inspectors to act, approve of central government, prohibit, restrict any power of any inspector of class of inspector, declare the local areas or group class of mine with respect to which inspect all excess powers. So what are the power of inspector of mines? Provisions of mine acts, regulations, rules, bylaws, and any other met. Inspect in any mine. He can take precautions. He can means he is a person who is authorized by government. He has some kind of powers which he can use. So power of special officer to enter Mayer etc. In this an inspector can visit your mine and come and see your survey equipments, your precautions, your labor, and any kind of things. So what is secrecy of information obtained by inspector? All copies and extracts from register or other records pretending to any mine and all other information. So here comes chapter number 3, committee. So there are two kind of communities. One is by government and one is private. In any mine in Pakistan, in Sindh, either it is Sindh, KPK, Balochistan, Gilgit, or so here comes the sections. There are three kind of sections of committees: functions of the committee, power of the committees, and recovery of expenses. What we learn in the function of committees, there are considered proposals for making rules, regulations under the Act and recommendations, inquiries, and committee hearing, decide appeals, objections. And the main point is the chief inspector will not take part in proceeding if appeal is made against order issued by him. What are the powers? All power of inspectors: discovery and inspection, compelling the production of documents, recovery. Here are recovery of expenses. Here are some points. 6 weeks time for deposit of money. Chief inspector can move to magistrate, and he may order for sale any movable property. Chapter number 4, the last one. There are three main parts of the big committee. Number 1 is owner, who owns the mine; the agent, like inspectors and all; manager, who manages the mine. What are the role of managers? Who are the managers? Every mine shall be under one manager who shall have prescribed qualifications appointed by owner agent. All instructions from owner agent shall be in writing forthwith. What are the duties, responsibilities of owner and agents and managers? And this is the end of chapter number 4. The last point is: save is henceforth provided it shall not be a defense in any proceedings brought against the owner or agent and of a mine under this section that a manager of the mine has been appointed in accordance with the provisions of this act. This is the end. Thank you so much for hearing. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.